The very earliest musicians were the gods. Athena was not distinguished in that line, but she invented the flute, although she never played upon it. Hermes made a lyre and gave it to Apollo, who drew from it sounds so melodious that when he played in Olympus, the gods forgot all else. Hermes also made the shepherd pipe for himself and drew enchanting music from it. Pan made a pipe of reeds which can sing as sweetly as the nightingale in spring. The Muses had no instrument peculiar to them, but their voices were lovely beyond compare. Next in order came a few mortals so excellent in their art that they almost equaled the divine performers. Of these by far, the greatest was Orpheus. He was the son of the Muses and the Thracian prince. His mother gave him the gift of music and Thrace, where he grew up, and fostered it. The Thracians were the most musical of the people of Greece. But Orpheus had no rival there, or anywhere except the gods alone. There was no limit to his power when he played and sang. No one and nothing could resist him. Everything animate and inanimate followed him. He moved the rocks on the hillside and turned the course of the rivers. Where he first met and how he wooed the maiden he loved, Eurydice, we are not told. But it is clear that no maiden he wanted could have resisted the power of his song. They were married, but their joy was brief. Directly after the wedding, as the bride walked in the middle with her bridesmaids, a viper stung her and she died. Orpheus' grief was overwhelming. He could not endure it. He determined to go down to the world of death and try to bring Eurydice back. He dared more than any other man ever dared for his love. He took the fearsome journey to the underworld. There he struck his lyre, and at the sound all the vast multitude were charmed to stillness. The dog Cerberus relaxed his guard. The wheel of Ixion stood motionless. Sisyphus sat at rest upon his stone. Tantalus forgot his thirst. For the first time, the faces of the dread goddesses were wet with tears. The ruler of Hades drew near to listen with his queen. Then Orpheus sang. No one under the spell of his voice could refuse him anything. He drew tears down Pluto's cheeks and made hell grant what love did seek.
Summon Eurydice and give her to me, but upon one condition. You should not look back at her as she followed you until you reach the upworld.
So the two passed through the great doors of Hades to the path which would take them out of the darkness. Climbing up and up, he knew that she must be just behind him. But he longed unutterably to give one glance to make sure. But now they were almost there. The blackness was turning gray. Now he had stepped out joyfully into the daylight. Then he turned to her. It was too soon. She was still in the cavern. He saw her in the dim light, and he held out his arms to clasp her. She had slipped back into the darkness. All he heard was one faint word, "Farewell." Desperately he tried to rush after her and follow her down, but he was not allowed. The gods would not consent to his entering the world of death a second time while he was still alive. He was forced to return to the earth alone, in utter desolation. Then he forsook the company of men. He wandered through the wild solitudes of Thrace. Comfortless except for his lyre, playing, always playing. And the rocks and the rivers and the trees heard him gladly, his only companions. But at last the band of Maenads came upon him. They were as frenzied as those who killed Pentheus so horribly. They slew the gentle musician, tearing him limb from limb, and flung the severed head into the swift of river's herbs. It was borne along the path to the river's mouth onto the Lesbian shore. Nor had it suffered any change from the sea when the Muses found it and buried it in the sanctuary of the island. His limbs they gathered and placed it in the tomb at the foot of Mount Olympus, and there, to this day, the nightingales sing more sweetly than anywhere else.